Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Cross My Art Studio. If you're just joining my channel, I'm Nikki, and I'm glad you're here. Today, in episode 2 of the Welcome Baby Waylon Plaque, we're prepping the board and getting it ready for some color. Yay! We'll start putting on that soft sage green base coat that the mom loves. And since this is a late baby shower gift, I want it to be perfect for her and Waylon. Now, here's something fun for you. Comment below and guess how many coats of sage green you think this board will take. 3, 4, 15, 20, who knows? Only me. Haha. There will be only one winner that will receive a $20 gift card. It goes to whoever comments the correct answer first, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. Basically, the first correct answer between the two platforms wins. I'll announce the winner in the next episode, in about a week from this video dropping. Alright, get comfy. Grab your favorite drink or snack, and let's get this paint party started now. I'm going to wipe this board, get all that sawdust off of it. Pretty dirty, huh? I'm going to turn my rag over. There's both sides. I'm going to turn it over to the cleaner side and do this side. First thing is first. This board, this plaque, I don't have the color that I want to put on here. So I have to make the color. So I'm going to use this and my colors, and I'm going to stir it to make the color. But first I'm going to make sure I put a towel down on here. That way if I do spill on anything, it's not getting on the board. Okay? Once I come up with the color and find out that I like it, then I'm going to store it in this little jar. So the color I'm going to be using is called the sage green. Now, like I said, I do not have sage green, so I get to make the sage green. So the green is what I'm going to use, and I'm going to probably put quite a bit of it in here. Okay, that should be plenty. I shouldn't need any more green, I hope. Alright, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add white. This is my white. I have a big bucket or a jar of it, container of it over there, and I put it in a smaller one. I'm going to take my lovely spoon, and I'm going to add some white. I have gray. I had to make my own gray, so this is my gray. Okay, but before I add the gray, I'm going to mix this. Alright, so I'm going to mix the green and the white. So there is a softer green. Okay, so now Got my gray, and I'm just going to put in a little bit. That should be plenty. A little dab, just like that. And it should bring out the smoky look. It's hard to see. I might need to add a little more, but let me get it all mixed in first. Yeah, I'm going to add just a tad bit more. I don't know if you can see the smoky in it. Okay, I think that would probably be perfect. And I believe that's the color she liked. I try to match my colors the best I can. Okay, so I am going to go back and look at that color before I put it in. I think it needs to be a little bit darker. What do you think? Right there? I think it needs to be a little more gray to it. So we'll do another blob. Just a tiny one. Come on. So blob in a quarter. Let's see what we got. Got a ways to go yet. This is still a little bright, huh? Yeah. There's another blob. Just little by little, I'll add it. There we go. We're getting there. What do you think? Should I go ahead and keep it there? Or should I go one more? I think it might be a little green yet. A little too much. I think it looks too cool. Or do you think we need to warm it a little? Try one more, I think. Just a tad. Oh, come on. Drop. There we go. Let's see what this does. I think we got it. I think. I mean, the lighting is really hard, but what I can see, I think we got it. Okay, it's hard with the phone to see it, but there's that. It looks more bluish gray there because of the, but I don't know if you want more. It's pretty close, pretty close. It's really hard to see it compared on the video. Decide if I want to go ahead and add the dab of yellow, make it a little warmer. No guts, no glory, right? Let's take a chance. Go ahead and add that dab of yellow. Okay. I got my yellow here. Let's see if it'll come out. Well, one dot. Let's see what that does. I don't want to do too much at all. Like I said, this is my dab of yellow. Oh yeah, that really got it to going. Okay. I might add another little dab of yellow in, because it really darkened it up a little bit. So I'll do that little more, another dab. Ooh, okay, no more. You see that change? I mean, compared to up here, it's really, I don't know, it's hard to see. It's hard for you guys to see, but I can really see it. I can really see that change. And it looks really nice, really nice. All right, so there's the color, sage green. So we're gonna put that on the front. I'm not gonna do the sides, and I'm not gonna do the back. I'm just gonna do the front. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour this into here for safekeeping. My son told me, he goes, you need to make a video from beginning to end, a really long one. Well, without the parts is what he's talking about. Without the series, without parts. And I said, are you sure? He goes, yeah. So some of these I'm got in here are parts, but it's all going into one video. And yeah, I fast forward through some, or sped it up, I should say. That most of this time I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing little by little. Yes, I'll speed up some parts, I promise. I'm going to make you sit here for 8 hours while I'm working on one little section. Sometimes it takes that long. There's my putty knife, glue in here that I'm using. Starbond gap filler, thick, high performance super glue. When you are using this, be very, very careful. I've already gotten some on my finger from earlier today, what I was using it for. I don't, some other project. So I'm going to go ahead, put a little bit on there like that, and I'm going to smooth this out. I'll probably need to let this dry a little bit. I'm going to use a towel or rag and wipe off the excess layer that I don't need on there. Okay, it should actually sit here pretty soon. I don't think I'm going to need to sand it again since I wiped it off. I think it should be okay. Yeah, see, that's already dry. So I'm going to go ahead and put our first coat of paint on. And stay away from the edges as much as possible. I'll do that last. Figured I'd do this middle first, get it. And I am not using the water with this right now because this wood will bleed through and it would take forever to get to the right consistency of the coat. And I'm getting that close, but I wasn't planning on getting it right away. Now I'm going to switch brushes. This was the big one. I don't even know what size it is, but I'm going to switch brushes. And the brush I'm going to go to is an angle brush. This way, I should go with the bigger one. Yeah, let me go with the bigger one. We'll go with the bigger one. This way I can get right along the edge. I can always go back and rerouter that after we're all done. Which I might do. So that way I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I can reroute that and then I can varnish it after. So yeah, I'm not going to worry about that side. Not right now. This is not completely dry just yet, so I'm going to kind of help this process out. The drying process, that is. And I'm going to use my blow dryer. The heating first and then a cooling, and it's pretty well dry. Okay, I use acrylic paint is really fast drying paint, which is really nice. So I'm going to add my second layer on, and you can see where I added this glue that the paint ends up sticking to it as good as I wanted it to. So it may end up having more coats than the rest of the board. Now we're going to let this dry. Time consuming, I don't know. But I believe after it dries, I will be able to tell better whether it needs a third coat or not. So we're gonna let this dry. Okay, the paint is about dry. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Okay, dry paint. I want to think it will need one more coat. So let's go ahead and add that one coat. I'm going to see what this third coat looks like, especially on this middle right here. I might add one more coat there, but I don't know if it's going to really need it. It's lighter than the rest of it, yes. So let's see what it looks like when it dries. Alright, I'm going to speed this process up a little bit. Okay, so I think it's fine, except these brush strokes in here. I think I'm going to try to thin that out a little bit, and that's where I use my water. So I'm going to use the big one, some water. Or grab me a towel. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go like this. Basically, I'm just smearing this paint all over the place. Trying to get these brush strokes a little bit better so they're not looking like they are. I'm not erasing the paint at all whatsoever. I'm not thinning it whatsoever. I'm just spreading it. Now let's wait a few minutes. I'll go ahead and hit my work. Okay, so that helped a little bit. It's not quite dry yet. And it's pretty wet. Using a lot of water. Yeah. These lighter areas right here, they're still wet. Like right here, where it's darker, yeah, they're almost dry. Still a little tacky, but not too bad, but these are still wet. So I'm gonna speed it up again. Okay. See what I did? Can you see the streaks now? Not very well. A little bit, but not too bad. Okay, now here's the fun part. I might go ahead and router this first before I start putting my design out. But I'm going to have to wait to do that for another time because this is got to seal. I've got to have it dry before I router or anything, because the chances are of me routering it now, getting all those wood flakes, they'll get in here and then I'm in a mess with, I got wood all over, little flakes and sawdust and everything else, and I don't want to chance that. So I'm going to wait to leave that. All right, I will see you soon. Well, that was a productive day out here in the studio. We got the board wiped down, filled in that little crack, and started laying down that soft sage green base coat. It's already starting to look really nice. Don't forget about our little guessing game. Comment below. There will only be one winner for the $20 gift card, and it goes to whoever comments the correct answer first. Whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, between the two platforms, there's only one winner. Keep that in mind. Oh, and you're going to hate me, but here's the thing. These coats aren't just in this episode. There will be more coats in future episodes, and you won't know how many until those videos drop. That's exactly why this is a guessing game. I'll announce the winner in the next episode in about a week from this video dropping. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today. Until next time, this is Nikki signing off from Cross My Art Studio. Keep creating, keep glowing, and keep bringing color into your life. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.